I know that's the only place I go to in Mexico.
Yeah, me too. Well, I've been to another place once. What do they call it? Outside of Cancun, it's called, I don't know. It's all Zenny there. I forget the name of the place. Someone will know.
Vallarta, something like that.
What's it called?
Like Puerto
Playa de
Vallarta.
Palma, right? Riviera Maya, Playa de Palma. It's okay. I mean, it's it's nice, but it's not Cabo, but it's really nice. The golf in Cabo is like you died and went to heaven. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, the other place I've been to, it was so freaking hot you couldn't even like breathe.
Yeah, that's miserable.
I mean, even the sand was so hot you couldn't even walk on it. It was crazy. But Cabo is outstandingly beautiful. I mean, the evenings are cool, the days are warm, it's clear. The only bad thing about Cabo is you really don't go in the water.
No. They got good. Well, I mean, if you're on the Pacific Atlantic side, the right side.
Right, you're either on the Pacific side or you're on the.
But it's nicer than the other side.
Which side?
It's more violent, like the waves. Pretty.
Where I was, you couldn't go in the water, so I don't know. I don't care about the water. I'll go in the pool. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Pizza Parlor. Look at the WBA weekly chart, Spartan. It is as good as it gets.
WBA?
Yeah. Walgreen boots.
Holy crap.
I mean, is that a chart or is that a chart?
The other thing is this. I mean, you're pretty well. I mean, it already broke out of the top channel and it's holding over it. But
I mean, it's outstanding.
It's coming into the little resistance there, but that's a very strong chart. I think that thing goes parabolic pretty quick. And then you got room basically to $80.40 short term. This GM's working pretty good. Grind towards 37.
Yeah, I tried to short that. Didn't work out so good, but I was tiny. So, and I kept it. You got to keep them tight. That's the key. Come on, pizza. Halted. News pending. One time.
I grabbed some a Tesla again here, guys.
You saw the news in Tesla, right? They're going to be the #1 electric car company in 18. Not that means shit, but they are.
Like, I mean, who the hell else is there, really?
I don't know.
Hey, guys, Amazon, there's your target hit. Sell a quarter. Remember? Scale out as you go. Not bad. 9 points. Now, it's got room all the way back up to the 1616, 1620 mark if we can hold 1605. Scale out of some GM. And on the SPY, we should be getting there. We're almost there. 272.30 is the target. And we'll see where we go.
These Chinese stocks are starting to look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I grabbed some YY earlier in the day. 62.60 average. That's kind of my favorite one off the bottom. If you look at the chart, it's probably the best technical bottom and then breakout off the bottom.
I'll take this for 1 second.
I bet you anything if you do a little fib retracement. Let's go to lows. Yeah, there you go. So you got a couple things going for it. 23.6% retracement of Fibonacci to the downside, basing break off the bottom, and it should be testing the downtrend in a little bit.
Why, huh?
So your Netflix guys, you should have room to 310 here. Watch the hold of 306 for confirmation.
Wow, that looks like there's a lot of upside. Should things turn around.
Hey guys, GM's looking good. We're working well here. So the market is, guys, into that little bit of resistance, and expect it to just retest that trend a little bit. The parabolic trend, obviously, that it's in. You got some Kettler resistance up right at the highs. Not surprising. But slow and steady across the board on all these longs. Remember, take money as it comes, guys, and you need to be scaling out as these things move up. We're intraday. You're not looking for hundreds of point moves. You're looking for, you know, make a couple points here, make a couple points there, lock in that money. Holy crap. Missed that Joan. I just looked at that right when you mentioned it, Neil. Nice push. See if the Tesla long works off the trend. Let's go stops at 336.50. Man, this MDR is hilarious. Just no bounce. Kin? Yeah, Tom, if you're short Kin, just hold it. Should retest the trend here, and if that breaks, starts to sell off more. You can add into it more on the break of the parabolic trend there. CLVS trigger, let's take a look. Ooh, not bad. Will, a little curl off the bottom. You risk, literally you're risking 25 cents, nothing. And you got room towards the 1258, 1260 mark. So 3 to 1. And then if that breaks, you got room to like 1350. So you actually got some potential there.
Drillers are looking heavy all of a sudden.
Sorry, which ones?
The drillers.
Drillers.
Schlumberger chart. This company is just I don't know what the hell's wrong.
C2. Pizza's a layup. I mean, come on.
Don't say that.
Yeah, well, so far today and yesterday. Thoughts on VIRT here? Probably breakdown, right? Remember, if the market goes up, VIRT sells off. Lightning.
Vert trades with the VIX.
So you're seeing a little bit of a bounce off the bottom. That's about it. But that 24 resistance level that it hit yesterday was a massive weekly range to the upside. Got rejected on it. It's working now. Good, Jason.
Hey, Spartan, is your PXS on the pad?
Yeah, kind of. The thing is, they've been adding into it like the last couple of days, right? So I think that there's a pretty decent probability it can push hard.
Well,
not holding a lot of it, only a quarter size.
It's 46 million market cap. If someone adds to it, there's no stock.
Yeah, the one thing I really like about it is this. Just it broke out off that weekly range that it's been stuck within for almost a year off the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. You know, I'm a big weekly chart guy. I'm not really into the daily.
Let's take a look at some of the other Chinese names. BZUN. Okay. Beta. That's also another decent one off the bottom. Yard seems to be relatively cheap as well. That one's usually the slowest to go. YRD. Okay. I'm going to sell some Tesla here, guys. I'm up 1 point. Oops. Just a small sale. Hold the rest because I still think it has room to 347 above 340. Just an add into the trend. That's all that was. Our KIN short is working okay. Almost 25 cents. 1450 is our new target. Stamps earnings this afternoon. This stock is always been a hard one to trade off of earnings. Stamps. It's a low float stock that's in 200s, so it's not an easy one to trade. What do you want me to look at it on, Ed? Like what it could potentially do? Good earnings, 224 to 232. Bad, you'll be back down towards 172 to 165-ish. Into earnings, if it breaks the downtrend holds, then you'll push back towards the 206. That breaks, you can get another leg up. Bingo, Kin, there you go. Z2, if you're in that thing, cover some. Cool. Covered some at 1470. Market should push towards the highs here. Make sure your stops are in the money on that Kin now. It's just a scalp trade. And the market should take out the highs. Stops in the money on Amazon. That's all you need. Top Kettler channel and double top test on the market right here. If we get through it, which I believe we will because the volume looks good, we should push continuation. Watch for, so there you go on SPY through the highs. Watch for your Tesla, guys. This is the flag that I'm looking for here. And Amazon, I'm looking for a push to 1616. Nice 20 points on the trade should be nice and should suffice. Watch for Tesla to get a leg back up to the highs. Pizza, continuation to 55.60. That breaks. You got room to, let's see here. $57 after that, really? Make sure you're selling some calls, guys, on the SPY. Oh, absolutely, PSK. This is just a massive consolidation on the hourly, and now we can go. So that 273.30 spot is where we got room to. So right there. And then there, and then we got room there. Take a look at the daily. Let's do this. This could be a multi-day bounce now. You can get one more day. As long as we close over the 272.20 mark, 272.30, that's the key. I'll bite my tongue for now, but that's what we're looking for. Netflix, watch the 306 hold. Again, you guys know how Netflix acts. It's always late. Always late to the party. Should get your push soon. That TNDM's working nice. Watch your Netflix. There's Tesla, $1.50 room, or sorry, in the money. And now we're looking for the highs. And then we're good to go. And Amazon, I want 16.16. And basically going to be very slow to scale out of this trade. So I think that was a good position. $11 Monk if that 1170 breaks. That's where you got room to on CLVS. It failed to hold above the EMA right there, so I think it's going to sell off more. I'm kind of just staying away from it. If you're short it, I mean, by all means, ride it down. $15 points on Amazon, 2 points on Tesla. Should go through the highs here. Are those INTC calls cheap at this level? Oh, yes, Danny, those are fantastic. I think you go even farther out. Those 49 calls are worth 9 cents. And I think you can, if you start to push, those could probably be an easy double. It's late to the party, there's no question. And SMH is holding up, the semiconductor ETF, so I think you can push more. YY room to 64.50? I think more than that. I think, yeah, 66. Goose, let's go back. I need to go back further and get a better read on it. So $64 and then 65.53. OMU. Look at that thing go. Target was 38. We're going to get there. 38.30. Might start to sell the DNR here, guys, because it's breaking that little trend. Volume coming into CHGG. Now, this was on the side charts for continuation into the 50. Oh, already hit it. 50 EMA. I think you get more continuation on that towards 28.53 if it holds that 27.59 level. Jesus. Come on, Tesla. This is good stuff. Nice and, slow and steady moves to the upside here. Look at this thing. Fucking gorgeous. Come on, SPY, go. So Romeo, most of the bigger cap stocks are pushing to the upside. So that's what we're doing right now. Netflix, Amazon, Tesla, SPY, a couple Chinese names, YY. If you want to look for something small, let me see here. Let's see here. AQ. Something small, you can look at PXS. That's a good one. Some nice volumes been coming in today. Just looking around for you. You can look at AEZS, Romeo. AEZS into the close. Watch this one. Nice volume today. Curling back up. May get another little push. Actually looks okay. So Amazon right into the target, pretty much. Oh, you've been holding for that long, Romeo? Well, there you go. Nice. Netflix, it's 310. Audrey. We're going to pull back probably on the market just because we are testing the top color. But we got that trend intact. I think we're going to be okay. It's probably going to be a steady grind higher the rest of the day. You guys are scalping pizza intraday like I am. Sell some here. The reason AEZS is up today is they signed a licensing agreement to get paid royalties for like 18 to 20% of sales of another company, of one of their drugs they licensed. And so that's why they're up. Tesla stops could be a 338.50, just in the money. A little bit more money into the shipper stocks, guys. Watch that dries is getting a little bit of a push. Remember, intraday, guys, you take the money as it comes. You're not looking for the huge moves. I don't know how many times. Got to repeat that. But, you know, take the money as it comes. You move your stops up. Point here, point there. That's all you need. The bigger moves will be at the end of the day. I recommend probably just playing equity and being very nimble on it, Frank. I mean, those $5 calls are pretty cheap. They're cheaper than playing the stock. Let's check the delta on those things. I've just played the stock in and out. You can be more nimble with it. I wouldn't say that, Vopper. It looks pretty much strong. Do you mean strength? Been holding up. It's moving with the market, Vopper. So if relative weakness, you'd want to see something selling off as the market moves up, like that. Exactly. Yeah, PYX. Anything that's kind of going the opposite way is the majority. Gonna have to exit Tesla here. No reshort on Kin. No, it's just a scalp into the trend there. It looks strong. Jesse, looks like it's holding the support. I just wanted to short the extension. That's it. Make sure you're taking some money off of pizza here. Amazon stops on the money on the rest. Netflix, same thing. SPY's just getting a little bit of a pullback off the top Keltler and the double top area. So that's what we're seeing right here. Now let's just take a look at where the trend is. That's the trend. Retesting that. Let's see if that holds. If it holds, we're fine. If it doesn't, then we'll obviously pull back a little bit. Yeah, you mean tomorrow? Firefight? Well, you know what they did, right? The earnings are after the options close. They're at 4:30. They're not right at the close. It sucks because that would have been a lot of fun. So this is a good question. Daniel asked me, and guys, watch this AEZS if you're looking for something cheap to the upside, breaking out. Daniel asked me what gave me the conviction on MDR. And simply put, it's just a, I didn't think it was going to work this good, Daniel, to be honest. I mean, this has been straight linear sell off the entire day. There's two reasons though. The main is guidance was bad and earnings were bad, and they're divesting and selling off assets to pay off debt. And these assets are some of the only assets they have that generate any sort of money. So, how do these guys expect to stay alive? But the main reason is guidance. That's just another secondary thing with it. And then obviously you get the guidance and you get the monthly break of a $9 support, and there's just no support till $7.40, $7.60. You got the room to the downside as well. I always find that cheap stocks tend to not bounce as well as mid caps and big caps, because they're usually cheap for a reason, because they're not as good companies. So when those not as good companies get even worse, who wants to buy them? Well, I said when the $9 breaks, and I wrote it too, Jesse, there's two ways to play it. Both were to the short side. Either the support breaks, you short it, or it bounces and you short it on topping. Most ideal way was to get for the topping, but it didn't come, so just took it short on the 9 break. and been scaling out ever since. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a shot, right? Take a little shot. Did I expect it to be this linear? Absolutely not. That's why I was saying this is like one of the, it's like a textbook guidance fail, support break, fader. Well, I took pretty good size at the 9 break, Jesse, because it was such a cheap stock. I figured, what the hell? Risk 30 cents or 25 cents. $7.60 break would have been a good area. And realistically, you could be adding in on the 8 tests all day. You've only had about 1 though. Right off when it bounced off the 760 mark until 779. That's the only other area. Exiting Amazon. Watch your longs, guys. Move your stops up on the last pieces. We're looking weak. The market should have pushed a little bit better to that level, and it didn't. So choppiness will continue. Support areas will be charted by me right now. Let's take a look. We got 271.82 right here. Support level, 271.82. You got another one at 271.64. Support. And then you got the pivot support, 271.44. So you got a lot of levels to go through if it was going to sell off. I think you get consolidation above this area for a push continuation. AEZS, look for 2010 test. If that breaks, you should get continuation to 220. And then we'll see if it can break those highs. So we'll wait to take more positions, guys. Now we got to wait for another setup. Whoever asked me about the Kin re-short, look for $14.63 to break to take that thing short again. Likewise, Anthony. It's the bread and butter. Okay, guys, AEZS, room to 220 now. Let's see if it gets there. Perfect sells on pizza for now. See if it holds that trend. All right, one sec. Grabbing a glass of water. All right, back. SPY's holding up the support, looks like, for now. Bouncing off of it, but we'll see how much it bounces. I still think we go higher. It's just this consolidation before we actually break out is kind of a pain in the ass. But you got to be patient, and that's what it's all about. That's what this week's being about. Ed or Aussie, if you want to grab calls on the SPY, 274s, 273.50s. Go a little bit out of the money. That works as well, yeah. Looks good, Flopper. Looks like you can get continuation with the market. Very strong chart today. On that bounce, has more room to the upside. There's no question. Grabbing some Tesla here. Stops 337. Again. I'll be patient with it this time. Watch the market, guys. Those 273, 273.50 calls sell into the pop a piece. Let's go XLNX. Let's take a look. What do I think about that? I think that looks good for more upside. I think it looks great. JP. Question is, how much? Ooh, nice. It's got room into the 90s. You continue to push. Market testing the top Kettler channel again, guys. This is a resistance level. I would take only equity on AEZS, Frank. You're a little bit late to the party on that one anyways. I'd probably leave it. May start to cover this MDR wholeheartedly because it is starting to curl a little bit up off the bottom. That MDR, guys, I'm pretty much done with that all day. Oh, whoops. Check that out. See how it's kind of breaking that downtrend? Starting to curl. Thoughts on Yext? Let's take a look there. YEXT, Yext. Looks good on a swing. I like that a lot, Darren. Close over that 1920s bullish. Got room to 2020 or 2017. There's your AEZS into the highs. So continue to hold, sell a piece into the highs, guys, as we talked about. Not bad. 30 cents. There you go. Take some off and then hold the rest. Let's see where this thing can get to. I like that a lot, Yext, Darren, by the way. A lot. Good idea. Oh, yeah, sure. That one and then this one. So where's the next spot on AEZS, guys? Let's see here. It's probably close, I can only assume. So you got a little bit of resistance right here at the 230 spot, and then you got room to 247. Again, make sure to be scaling out a little bit at the high and hold the rest. Market testing the Kettler channel. Still got to be a little bit patient here to see if we can break through it. CZR, let me take a look. November 14th, it looks like PLM. That's what I see at least. Take a look at Apple. It's not good. What period is my Keltner channel? Send me a DM, Johnny. I'll send you that. 20 though is the period. Watch your Amazon little flag down here. Might get back into it, scalp it for a few points. Still holding Tesla, just chilling with it. I think it goes more. I think it's just a fake out. We'll see. Come on, Apple, let's go. Reclaim that trend. Not liking the look of Apple here, guys. Just be aware of that. Thoughts on ACRX data coming out on 11/13. Yeah, there's a lot of Nash data coming out in the next couple of days. That's actually something to talk about. We should talk about that right now. Let's take a look. So we got PDUFA tomorrow. There's a lot. ALKS, I want tomorrow on the 2nd and 3rd. ALKS next few days. ALKS, SAGE, TRVN, CHRS, ACRX. I'm going to write all these down. And THERF. And if you're unfamiliar with PDUFA, it's what typically moves these biotechs a shit ton. Just write it down. PDUFA data. But what do I think about it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? It's impossible to predict that stuff. If I could, you know, I'd throw a ton of money on calls or whatever, big bets, because that will move the stock quite a bit. All you can do is you can kind of just see what they're expecting in terms of the implied volatility, but it's nothing but a gamble. We play on the release. I mean, the ACRX calls ain't bad, Frank, really. $5 calls. It's a $4 stock. Maybe it pops up a 1.5 points, maybe a bit more. So are they priced fairly fair? Yeah. Tesla, 1 point. Easy money. Here you guys go. 1 point on Tesla again. Let's take some of this shit off. I'll let it go a little bit more. Hello, Spartan. Do we have a link? Yeah, if you go to Winning Trades, I've actually placed a lot of the things that I use in the free resources. Good section to look at. Earnings, you got earnings. You can click that. That's where I'm looking for earnings. The bio pipeline search is Biopharma Catalyst. This is an awesome website. Click it, and you can look at all of the catalysts that are up and coming on the calendar. Great little website. Yeah, it's in free resources. Yeah, yeah, right down there. There's a bunch of other stuff too. If you ever want to give that a read, some couple things that I think can help. All right, let's go Tesla. Let's see what you can do. That's our area of resistance right now, 340.57. Yep, flopper, that one would be relative weakness. Yep, absolutely. Yes, sir. That DEN, DENN we talked about before, moving nicely to the upside. Breaking the range again higher. Oh, wow. Nice call on ACB, South Beach.
Thanks, buddy.
I haven't sold a share yet either. Just holding it. MU's getting a little tired up here, guys. If you are looking for something to maybe short intraday, I'm long on a swing, but watch that little trend break. If it does break, you can take it.
Tomorrow's the biggest earnings day of the year, of the quarter, by a mile. It's like God knows how many names, hundreds.
Got stopped on Tesla. In the money right there. Will I revisit it? No, probably not. Probably dump that. Don't want to push my luck on that stock. Netflix, let's take a look. Off the trend. Gus, it's, you know, it's a little bit, you know what? If you do take it, you got to give it a 1.5 points, Gus. That's all I got to say. So be able to give it a little bit of room. It's holding the EMA support for now. It just doesn't look like it wants to know what it wants to do, essentially. And with the SPY pulling back, yeah, take it, Gus. You look fine. Never mind. Market held the support level, held the trend. You look good. Come on, 690. Let's go. Z2. Yeah, just have tight stop Z2 because the market is, I think, consolidating for the next leg up. It's just a consolidation. So that's what that little pullback was. Oops. All right, guys, YY, there's your 64. It has room to 65.50 now. Watch Tesla through the flag break. If you want to scalp it, scalp it. Market should push here. It should be at some options expiring. Those are the SPYs. Just be patient with those calls on the market. See what they can do here. Going to be doing my first sale of ACB. Just take an eighth off, hold the rest. I think on a swing it looks pretty good. Back to like 740. So don't think you should take off the entire position. I think you should swing definitely a piece of it. There, just sold a piece at 680. Swinging the other 7/8. Come on, Tesla, go. 31.35 breaks. You should start to push. I want to scalp it, Ed, but only if it breaks the high and holds. I'm waiting for it. I'm not back in yet. Because it still has room to, what's it called? The 347 spot. On which one, Jin? 31.35?
I added to my Caesar calls.
I probably said 341.35. Maybe that was it. No worries. I'm assuming that's what it was. The high of the day, 341.35. I could see how it sounds like maybe 31.35. Same. The 4 is just missing, right? Target on YY, $65, and I'll be 1 sec. Let me just take a look again.
What the fuck is with this thing?
What the heck was it? There it is. 65.53 is the exact target, Tom. 65.53. Triple your daily goal Randomness on MDR. Good stuff, boss. Yeah, that one was a gift from the trading gods. I mean, again, it was a good idea, but the way that it, you know, ended up trading out, fantastic. That's, you don't typically see it that linear. And good patience, you know, just holding it. I'm still in a piece, just waiting for it to break the $7 mark. 690 is still a target. Come on, SPY, let's go. Get these calls going. We should push. I mean, this is a massive consolidation. And, you know, 11, probably within the next 20 minutes, I think we're going to continue. Watch the Tesla, guys. Any thoughts on AMD? Yeah, Gary, I think AMD continues up with the semiconductors. So SMH has been pushing up the entire day. I think AMD will continue as well. Exact areas of resistance, I think, what is it, 1860? No.
I think the best acting semi is MU.
Absolutely agree.
For the first time in like forever.
1880 is actually where you got room to, Gary, on AMD. Yep. 338 target. $38 target and 30 cents. We're going to get there. Tesla 347 is where it has room to now. Yeah, Ricky, you cannot hold a gold miner stock if it's going the wrong way on you. Because especially, I mean, a leveraged one, a leveraged ETF, there's just, you got time decay and you have the trend against you. Anything leveraged, when you're wrong, it gets exaggerated. And if you always look at leverage ETFs, they're only meant to be played with momentum. Go to a daily, you'll see how many reverse splits they've done.
You heard I bought more Caesar calls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you got to be an idiot to own the equity here. And the reason being is you were all playing not for a creep up in the stock, but a guy who's made his living being an acquirer of other companies coming back. And if he comes back, you know, he's going to come back more than $9. He'll come back at 13 or whatever the hell he's going to bid. So the difference between 866 and the 25 cents you're paying above 9 for the December calls, you're giving up 50 cents. And you have 50 cents risk in the equity. They're reporting on the first, okay? And even if they have a bad number, I mean, the calls are going to hold their premium because everybody thinks this guy's going to come back. So I think to be in the equity is a poor decision. And those are the reasons why.
If you guys do want to short that KIN again, you can short it at 1460. Have your stops over the downtrend. I think that's fine. Guys, just an FYI, ACB is hitting the 50 EMA on the hourly. Just so you know. Oh, nice job, Katie. And let that bounce shake ya. Facebook, so 153 is your pivot point, JP. If you get above this level and hold, which you are right now, you got room all the way back to 156. That's the next resistance. It's got some room on it. You guys want to play Amazon? Look at this massive flag setting up. Watch that area, guys. You can start to push hard. SPY consolidating up here. Worth considering entry calls on the pullback. Yeah, absolutely, Synergia. I think the SPY is going to push eventually. It has to. I mean, this is just consolidation to the upside. You know, there's a couple of resistance levels here. It's hitting the 273.10 target now on the common. A little bit of resistance at 273.40 and then some at 273.70. That's where we're going to right now. I would sell one half of the calls into the 273.30 mark right here. Look for Tesla to make the next leg. Just taking a look at those Amazon calls to see what we got going on here. You know what? Those 1650s aren't bad. Those 1650s are pretty cheap. Ooh, 1670s too. Not bad as well. I'd be watching those. That's the 1650s have the best volume. Bing. Pretty relaxing day of trading, no? Just kind of things are just grinding higher. And one thing is grinding lower. Yeah, it was a good open for sure. I think it's been a pretty fun intraday. Snap. 2 points on MDR. Well, not yet. And another 9 cents it will be. The issue with the SPY is this. We're just riding that top kelp to the upside.
I'm back. Did I miss anything exciting?
No, we're just grinding higher on the market. Look at the 1650 Amazon calls and look at and see if tell me if you see anything on Tesla. It has room to 347 right now.
Gotcha.
Those are two things I'd look at. In the SPY, 273s.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scan SPY to see what everyone's buying. Tesla. $350s have some decent action. 5,000.
1650s?
No, Tesla 350s. 350s are trading above open interest. Let's see what the price is though.
Oh, you're talking Tesla, sorry.
Tesla, yeah, Tesla.
I don't know. I'm staring at Amazon. I'm thinking Amazon. It's
Sorry about that. Tesla 350.
no, okay, gotcha.
Getting good volume, and it is not. It's not a spread, just pure buys.
Okay.
Let's check Amazon.
Twitter, January 19th, 36 calls, $11 million. Really? Holy shit.
Yeah, you called it. 1650 is what they're hitting. 8100.
Well, I saw a sweep earlier, that's why.
Yeah. 940. Where is it now?
Look, do you just see Twitter that went through? 40,000 at $2.73 on 36 calls, January 19.
Let's see.
You can go short, Gennaro. You can go short, Kin. K-I-N.
Yep, there it is. Wow. You know what's weird on that one though? The 37s have 61,000 open interest. Under some, it's probably somebody rolling down. Let's see. That's a big sweep. Let me open up one of my other scanners and see if I can unwind that one. Where do you see Amazon having room too?
Amazon?
Yeah, what do you think it has room to? I'll see if I can find the spread.
Well, if it breaks this little flag here, it's got let's see here. Breaks this little flag, you got room back towards the 1620s, and if that breaks, you got a lot of room. I mean, you got room to 46 area, 1648. So it's the break of this flag that will cause it to push.
Yeah, actually, say Bill Fish caught it. The Twitter's a roll. It's a roll from the December 35s to the January 36s.
Gotcha.
So it's not a new position. Still bullish. Thank you, Bill Fish, 81. Let me play with an Amazon spread, see if we can get something here. Now with Amazon, I just bought the 1650s. I was looking at some spreads, but it doesn't make sense with the deltas.
Gotcha.
They're going to move too close in correlation if this thing really speeds up.
Watch this DENN, guys. Den, short. Looks good. PXS is getting ready, guys. Watch this thing. It's got some room back to the 245 spot, and if that breaks, it can push. Spartan, NVDA touching the 10 trend. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, to go long. Let's take a look. If it breaks out of this 210.57, Gus, then yes. I think so. Yeah, no worries. Hey, Brian, you see MU right into the $38 price target?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Not bad.
Like this. Caesars moved their earnings to today. It's tomorrow now.
I thought November 14th. That's what I saw.
Somebody just DM'd me from our group, and I have on Ameritrade telling me tomorrow.
What stock?
Caesars moved their earnings to tomorrow. And there's big call buying in the, hold on. Thank you. Let me thank them first. That is PLM. Thank you, PLM. So Caesars moved their earnings, and you have big call buying.
In the December 9th.
No, this week's 9s and 10s. 20,000 of each. The 9s is a fresh buy. This week's 9s is a fresh buy.
Yeah, they report tomorrow. That's right. I'm just looking at they did a release yesterday saying that.
Yeah, because my E-Trade still says the 7th, but I just checked my Ameritrade account says tomorrow. I'm guessing that means they're reporting good news, but that's just a guess. Any other reason you'd report early?
Yeah.
Bad news or our spec? Yeah, this week's November 9s is fresh buy.
See, the thing is, what I'm thinking in Caesars, the company's under a fiduciary duty to its shareholders, right? That's the law. Okay? So the conference call is going to come around and they're going to have to tell the truth, whether they like it or not. Okay, these guys are clearly worried about their jobs because everyone in management will get fired, right? Because he's got a hotel down the block called the Golden Nugget. And it's as easy to run 2 hotels as it is to run one. So the whole management team is going to be kicked the fuck out of the company. So you understand why they have a very hardline perspective as to not want to deal with this guy. But the truth of the matter is, their jobs are secondary, and the first line of business is what the shareholders want. And I'd be betting man to say that the insiders hold jack shit of the overall company. Let's look. Okay. Holders. Insiders own 21%, which is more than I had thought it would be. Well, this is incorrect because they say insiders hold 21% and institutions own 115%. So that's doesn't make sense, does it? I'm looking at their shareholders, okay, just FYI. Canyon Capital, okay, these guys would sell for $1. They'd sell their mothers for $1. Senator, same thing. Apollo, not quite as much. So, you know, these guys are they get a bid, they're gonna sell. They're all gonna run for the hills. It's all owned by hedge funds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of the top 10 holders, 4 of them are hedge funds. And the top 2 are hedge funds. Well, what do you need to know? If I knew the answer to that, Cornell, I would probably be put in jail.
Guys, I'll be 1 sec, okay?
I want some Winnebago.
I'm still in the restoration hardware 117 puts. I think we need to break. Let's see.
I don't even have that stock on my screen for some reason.
115.81. When you called out the retail was weak.
Right.
And that one looked horrible.
I'm short this 3D crap. I got in there really late, but that's why I didn't call it out, but I'm still up like 30, 40 cents in it. Kind of, you know, I only like to call it what I think are the best ones.
On restoration, guys, if we break 115.81, I think then we have decent room down to 114. 113.98 actually.
Please be sure that you look, if you're going to swing a stock, that it's not reporting. There are hundreds of stocks that are going to report between the close and tomorrow morning's opening. So just double check.
I believe with E-Trade, even if you don't trade with them, you could go on and see their research page and go to market research calendar earnings, and it'll show you everyone that's reporting after the bell, before the bell. I don't think you have to actually trade with them to see that information.
Actually, Earnings Whisper, that's probably one of the best calendars out there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm all done. Just had to do that real quick before the power hour. There we go. So continue to hold PXS. I think we get another leg up on it. That TNDM's working nice, and so is that ICPT. Slow and steady on those ones. This should be through $100 in my opinion, pretty quick. Watch the SPY. Continue to hold those calls, guys. I still think this is consolidation for the power hour move. I don't think we are done yet. There's no volume there. Hamza, I don't know why would we looking at that one, boss? Ocean, do you see GM breaking the uptrend? No, not yet. It's still holding it from this morning. Looks real strong. Looks pretty good. Z2. You can always walk away, Z2. I mean, just take a break, right? Again, I don't think we're going to move much until power hour, but that's basically what we're setting up for, a breakout of the consolidation to push. Not the worst thing in the world. Just boring intraday till we actually do breakout. Look at this lumber liquidators. Jeez, that thing's been smashed. Oh, true all dare. 690 is coming. Probably end up swinging the last piece because, you know, why not? Show nothing but weakness. No, Eddie, you can't get into the SPY yet. Until it actually breaks out. Spartan, did you do equity or calls? I did equity on ACB. I always tend to do equity on the smaller stocks. It's just the way that I do it. Unless they're like dirt cheap, or I'm playing Riot, I'm always on equity. SPY's having a little bit of an issue here, guys. Be aware of that. Apple as well, kind of starting to fade off of the support. We'll see if it can hold or not. We'll be able to tell real quick. Apple looks heavy, guys. 220 resistance is holding up. Those two Chinese names, YY and Beta, look real nice today. I'll keep them on a list for a continuation tomorrow. A couple things that report after the bell today. Let's take a look. There you go. So we got Fit, Expo. Not really many, not much. NXPI, that could be a good one. There's not much today after the bell. Kind of sucks. Yeah, Apple looks weak. I think the market's going to try to pull back a little bit here. Make sure you got stops on all your options, etc. Market's still within the trend to the upside. So we're just pulling back within that trend. Until it breaks, we can maintain the hold. 9 minutes, we'll see if we can start to push. Yeah, that pivotal, nice off the bottom. SFIX is another one I like as well. Aside from that pivotal, same sort of setup. Breakout of the basing off the bottom. Watch that T and DM as well. Continuation higher. Scalp if you want to. Yeah, HP, I still think we can grind higher on the SPY. We just need to hold up this trend. I mean, all the trends are intact. EMAs are intact. The only thing is just pulling back a little bit with the Apple. Big key is Apple holding up the support. That's why I'm staring at it. Apple holds, we shall hold as well. Yeah, I agree, PSK. Hey, John, have a good one. Side charts for today are going to be.
Spot on. What do you see on, can you pull up Restoration Hardware, RH?
Sure.
I got 114. If we break the next. We're in the 117 puts from this morning.
You want daily?
Yeah.
Yeah, channel rejection to the downside. Should sell back off towards 113.73.
Okay. I have 113.98, so we're close enough. And there goes 115.45. All right, guys, I'll let you know if I'm overnighting it closer to 4 o'clock.
Spar, do you think Amazon's going to push to the 1640 today? It's holding up the trend support as long as the market holds up. And Apple, yeah, I think it can break out and push through the highs. It's big if though. You got to see the market push first. Nice thing is it's been riding that EMA support up all day, newbie, and it's been setting up for basically this massive flag break. If you actually look at it, it's above, or not above, it's almost above the area. It's still ready to test it. Hard to say whether or not it's gonna be able to go through, but it looks good still. I mean, as long as the support holds, I'm more bullish than anything. But obviously play when it breaks. $26.92. Oh, it'd be nuts, PSK. It'd be actually a lot of fun, I think. That's the great thing about Apple. They report on Thursdays. That Friday is going to be crazy on Model Friday. Obviously, if they miss and it's bad, it's going to be nuts. If they do well, I think it'll be more, controlled to the upside and gradual. Either way, we'll find a lot of ideas, in my opinion. Almost power hour, couple minutes.
power hour guys, the 273.50s look the most attractive now on the call side, but it is skewed more towards the put side. That volume's increased more. And let me look what would be the play there. Probably the 272.50s. So 273.50s or 272.50s.
Watch Amazon, guys. Flag testing. At Nabev, nice job, Tech. 460 is where you got room to now. Great job. Yeah, that MU should 38.30 next little target, and then that's what I'm really looking for to break, and then you should get a push towards the 40s pretty quick. Man, that thing is thin. Watch Amazon, guys. You're breaking the downtrend there. Per hour. So we should start to get a little bit more volume on the market. Watch for the flag breaks, guys. 273 calls, 273.50 calls, in my opinion. Continue to hold them. We should be able to get the little push we're looking for. Either it happens now or it doesn't happen at all. Stop set. Just, let's see what happens. We look bullish. We've been consolidating all day for a move. Spartan, when would the last time you would hold expiring calls? How late would I hold them? Well, SPY, we got till 4:15, right, Aussie? Depends. Like if I see there's more room on the common stock to the upside, then I'll hold them for longer, like right till the close or right till expiration, as long as the trend holds. It's not like I hold them till X time. It always depends on the chart, right? Chart tells me to hold longer, I'll hold longer. Yep, Apple earnings tomorrow. Indeed. Watch GLBS, guys. It's pushing. Thoughts of Facebook? Guys, the market pushes, Facebook will push. Come on, let's go. Call side, guys. Let's push, 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 push. Remember, guys, on the options on SPY, you want to be selling into the pops. Sell a piece into the high, hold the rest. See if we can break through and push. Watch Amazon, guys. If it's unable to get through the 1616, it won't push. Come on, let's go. You know, it's fairly cheap. Those November 2nd 55 calls on, or sorry, 65 calls on YY. Worth watching those. Cheap too. Starting to see some things push on volume. Let's see here. Guys, some of the side charts I'm looking at for today, I'm going to post them, but there's a lot of cheap ideas on the option side. I'll post them all right now, but the ones that I like really cheap for the week, YY and SFIX on the breakouts, and then Yext for November 16, $20 calls. They're actually pretty cheap. The only issue is those ones aren't very liquid. YY and the SFIX are better. Of course, the range breaks needed on SFIX first. Come on, market, let's go. That's the big issue on the SPY, guys. Just, you know, that top Kettler channel. Hard to get through it.
This Winnebago's working out so far.
Nice off the bottom there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I called you. I think you were getting a coffee or something.
Probably. Damn, that's a good one.
You know, the funny thing about this tape to me. Well, 1 second, I got to take this.
Baby Daisy, just watching the market. It's still holding the support levels. It's just consolidating right now still. SPY and Apple break the uptrends, then yeah, we'll be done. We're still holding for now. We've been holding for the last while. It's just this is a downtrend on the daily on Apple. That's why we're having such an issue getting through the level, and that's why the market's having such an issue pushing. He's getting sold into. But good news is we're still holding for now. So we'll just have to remain patient.
I was going to say the thing that strikes me as being unusual about this move is the volume, by and large, blows. I mean, show me a stock that's traded 3 or 4 times normal volume without any news. So there's none. I mean, like, there's nothing to sink your teeth into that I can see, that I can find.
The IWM, the past 2 hours, it has not moved. I'm looking at all my candles.
This is a really crummy overnight tape for me, for what I look for.
Yeah.
This is the issue, guys, right here.
What is that?
That's the downtrend on Apple on the daily.
Let me make my thing larger. Hold on, because I could barely see this shit. So it's in this little pennant or whatever you want to call it, forever, all day. Is that what you're saying, buddy?
Yeah. Until we break there, we're not going anywhere on the market.
Or down?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could go down. Yeah.
Which of the Celtic channels? The blue ones?
No. These aren't Celts. This is. I'll show you the Keltler on.
I never heard of that before you, honestly. And I've been doing this for.
That's the Keltlers on SPY.
Which is, when you say that, what the dotted thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Similar to Bollinger Band, in that it's giving you deviations away from a mean.
So isn't that what where's the Bollinger Band?
Bollinger Bands are just a different, the way that they calculate the.
And you think, are they much different?
They're similar, but for some reason I found that these ones work better.
Gotcha.
On the 15-minute and my settings, listen, I don't know how I come up with some of the stuff. It just tries so much.
It doesn't matter how you come up with it.
And something sticks. And
for you.
I've tried like everything at some point.
Did you ever try the Ikamochu clouds?
The clouds? Yes, I did.
I used it for a little while.
I didn't really, they didn't really work intraday. I could see how they could work maybe on the dailies.
Bailey's longer term, they work intraday. I found nothing.
Yeah. Intraday is typically a lot of the indicators are late or slow, I found.
Oh, this dope is talking again. If the Democrats win the midterms, stocks will drop. Well, no fucking shit.
One, two, three. Oops. Oh, that TNDM scalp's working, 20 cents.
Fixed break law.
Oh, you heard the man. VIX broke low. We should be good to start pushing. What's the key? Apple. Let's see if we can break this, area here. We break that downtrend on the daily, you're gonna start to see a nice push. Holy heck! Come on. There you go. So going to continue to hold some of this MU. Going to continue to hold some ACB overnight. Waiting for this market to break out or not.
We're literally stuck between the 80 MA and the
Yeah.
Which is a better company, NBEV or ACB? ACB, right?
Yeah. ACB is actually like a legitimate.
And NBEV is like dog shit, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Mafia they've taken an 89-year-old guy and they put him in a new prison and he's not there 5 minutes before they beat him to death. Interesting, huh? Somebody wanted him dead. Not that I feel sorry for the guy.
Watch that VXRT. It's a bio stock pushing up a little bit. Interesting amount of volume coming in.
You see Axion today?
AAXN?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it pushed so hard.
Check out ICPT.
Let's see. Wow. See what the daily looks like on that one.
Garen to 100. In my opinion.
And 100, then you got the 50 MA at 103.20.
Check out YY's daily. It's a nice one.
Oh, earnings came in already.
On ICPT, yeah, this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, guys, I think we're going to have to do, get out of these calls here. 270, 244 is the line in the sand on the SPY. That breaks, we're done. I'll give it a minute. Yeah, that IWM hasn't done anything. Wow. It's just been pinned for the last 3 hours. Boring.
It's coming up to the 50 EMA now, and looks like it's cracking it. Huh? Yeah, IWM, talk about indecision. You see the wicks on those candles?
Mm-hmm. Apple's looking pretty heavy, guys. I think we'll know in the next couple of minutes here if it actually breaks. And if it does, you can start looking for pullbacks across the board on things that have been pushed up today. So names to watch, look at Roku, look at TNDM, look at that YY, look at Square, PayPal, a lot of things.
SPY on the put side, you could do the 272s or even the 271.50s.
I'm still waiting for Apple to confirm us to the downside, but just be prepared the next 10 minutes. Not touching anything yet. Look at that choppiness, jeez. That fake.
Airlines act crummy.
Yep, still got them, Aussie. I'll let you know when I sell them. Half of them still left, just holding them. A lot of very thin lower float stuff moving today. Ooh, that's nice, guys, into close. This TECK, Tech. Nice little breakout off the bottom. Nice range break intraday. Could be one for a scalp. It's got room into the 22s, looks like. Pick that one up. Watch the VIX off the bottom here, guys. This should be our indication. Two more minutes, and then I'm out.
I sold everything. Fuck this shit. S&Ps are up 100 points in 24 hours. Not for me. And the volume blows. Someone else get rich. Cover some Target.
Dennis, I don't recommend holding into earnings. You know, it's just, to me, it's, you know, it's a little bit of a gamble. I mean, I can tell you if the calls are cheap enough, it makes sense, but
You're so diplomatic.
I mean, the $9 calls are worth nothing. So you could take some of those, Dennis. Maybe get some news. 25 cents. You can go a spread on it too. But to me, I don't do it. Ginfizz on tech, yeah. I think it's nice off the bottom there. I would say $21.04 is your first target, right up there. Continuation of the bounce. That's the 13 on the daily there, Jin, right here. Still holding those SPY calls, guys. I'm not selling them until the Apple actually breaks and confirms, which may happen right now. I shall not be shaken. This AAXN and AWX all day has been ripping. Nice strength today. It's exciting. We went literally nowhere in the last 30 minutes. I can't control that though. What do you see on the put side of SPY, Brian?
I'll tell you right now,
Are they coming in a little bit?
More than the call side, but nothing crazy.
Which ones?
272s, 272s and 271s. I mean, obviously, for some reason,
Sorry.
The 50-cent ones, they always get less volume. I don't know why.
Anything on AWM or IWM?
Let me take a look. I actually like the 271 or 272.50 is the best. I'm sorry. I like the 272 is the best right now if you're going to go short. IWM, let's see what they're doing there. I'm just watching the volatility. It's not, IWM's not making a decision here. Don't forget IWM's weeklies also. It's not today.
Yeah, I just want to see if what they're.
Nah, you got some volume at 150. They're not moving. They're not trading now, but you have some volume earlier at 151, 150.50.
Last question. How about the VIX?
Let's check the VX. VXX is better to check. VXX on the call side, what are they expecting?
Look at the volume bar in NBEV this last 3 minutes.
38s. They're hitting the 38s. They're hitting the 38s and the 40s for the weeklies on the VXX.
Okay.
Obviously, the at the money 37s is starting to go a little bit, but volume's not there. They hit it 38s. I mean, I'm looking across all my charts, which is about 14 I have up. They almost all look the same. We're just pinned.
I'm gonna exit the calls. I think it's done. I think Apple's gonna start to break down.
Anything, it's looking more bearish.
I want to wait till it breaks the 13 and confirms, but it's just like, what? We got the fucking 27 minutes. Not a lot of time.
Nah, you get killed with decay.
Exactly. I'm gonna hold for now, but we'll see.
These retailers have no bounce.
$271s are the bets they're making. That's where all the action's coming right now. On the put side. Well, the way this market's going, it might just be a stay away today.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I got out of the SPY calls there. I think Apple's gonna start to pull.
Let's forget it.
PXS, yeah, I'm gonna swing PXS HB. Can't ignore the volume again.
Oh, PXS.
Market's testing the pivot area and it's breaking the 272 area. That's the key. That holds under that, the market's going to start to sell off.
You just got a big pull in the IWM too.
Yeah, I saw that through the 50 EMA.
Yeah, this one looks like it's actually sticking. I don't see the bounce on this. So. I'd wait till the candle closes, but this one's looking like it might stick.
Buying the cheap pot stocks. DTE 300,000 just came in.
What stock?
DTEA, David's Tea or whatever. That was the one that had speculation on them doing some cannabis related tea.
Could use a cup. Where can I get a cup of that shit?
Yeah. These guys said they weren't going to do anything anyways. They could.
Winnebago. Model. You want to know what's funny about the Winnebago or unusual? Look at the CWH, which is that guy, the profit stock. Talk about total turd. Look at this.
Looks terrible.
It should be up. When they're supposed to be up and they're not, you know what that means. Pilot the bombardier.
I've been buying this IRBT all day. Looks like it wants to test the 90 the next day or two. Nice push. And then those other two, AYX and AAXN, also real nice today. Great job on WGO. I mean, that thing's going to push probably into the 23s right now. It's got a nice amount of room on the daily.
Which one? Winnebago?
Yep.
You know what? This is I've been trading the stock a lot. Hard to believe, but it's a good trading stock lately. I mean, really? Winnebago? That's what I'm trading? It's hard to believe.
Thanks, Oscar. Yeah, that NDR was nice. I still have an 8th left. I'm going to swing it overnight just to see what happens with it.
Which one?
A little bit more. Sweet.
All right, VIX is speeding up and the rest is pulling harder.
Yeah, it's the pivot area on the Kettler. That's what I think.
We just need that Apple to break that 13 EMA and close.
We'll go towards 270.83 and into the close there. Keep an eye on Roku. If it breaks the trend, it usually likes to snap pretty hard. So that would be a good one to look to short for a quick little pull into the close there. IWM looks like it's selling off harder now.
And
So they were on the 38 VIX, right? The XX. There we go, PXS. Come on, 245. That breaks. We should be able to push. Yeah, I'm still holding MU Angel. I sold a piece of it up here, and I'm holding the rest of it. There's a little bit of resistance at the 38.30 spot, but I think we should be able to get through it. I wouldn't grab it up here because you're grabbing it at resistance. I'm just seeing if we can break it tomorrow by holding it. Of course. So watch that 245 on PXS. That's what's needed to start the run, that break. Nice amount of volume all day and good volume coming in at the end of the day as well. Oh my gosh. Are we going to load? Yeah, I'll definitely swing the rest of this overnight. Nice Nice little last volume candle on the bev there. Pretty big size in that regard. A little bit lower to go on SPY. To 70.80 is where I see the support. Increasing volume. I'm not trading the SPY. I just exited those calls, Gennaro. You could have grabbed it on the 272 break of the pivot area, but I just figured, I got chopped out 2 times intraday, so kind of just leaned away from it. Thoughts on holding UVXY, JP? It's probably better to hold VXX. If you trade flat or if you trade up, JP, on UVXY will gap down huge because it's leveraged. Safer to play the smaller ones. VIX is not something that you want to trade off the bottom either, because you're usually wrong. You want to trade with momentum.
Steve Ackerman.
Up to you though.
You're down again?
Watch for the that bottom Kettler is 270.86, 270.83, right around that area. We got the 50 EMA on the 15-minute and the bottom Kelt at that area. A little bit of volume coming into PTI, just notable for tomorrow, guys. It is still flagging on the daily. Okay, so here's your 270.83 on the SPY support. If you got puts, I'd be selling some into there. Or if you're riding the VIX, sell some VIX into that area as well. The only thing is this, Gus, it's still holding the trend, right? Oh, no, maybe not. Did this move? Yeah, you're right. It did break. I have such a nice average though. I've got 290.29 average on Netflix. I have to look at the hourly. I'm going to leave it. I think the hourly's closing up fine on it. So you're bouncing off the bottom Kettler channel on the market, guys. That's what's happening into close. Just be aware. JP, are you scalping the UVXY? Is that it? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say you're kind of right into the 13 and support on the SPY. Yeah, good call. It's just because it's leveraged. I don't want you to get stuck in these little gaps. It can be pretty violent, one way or the other. Watch that DCIX into close, some volumes coming in. Just a quick note, guys. I saw a shipper volume today on DCIX, PXS, and tops and GLBS. And drives actually this morning too. So they're still buying them up, which is interesting. A little bit of seasonality play, but a lot of them are breaking the ranges off the bottom now. Yeah, this SPY got me 2 times 20 at the end of the day there. Not for much, but still piss off. Stupid plays on my part, in my opinion. I had a couple nice scalps on Tesla and Amazon, but it is what it is. I'm Romeo. I'm on PXS right now. I like the range break on the weekly bet the best. That's why I'm in it. Too late to get in. Yeah, I'd wait for a pullback. Try to get 220s, 210s, something around like there. You'll probably get a pullback tomorrow morning. This DCIX volume into close is better than PCX. There's no question. The issue with this one is the chart isn't as nice as PCX or PXS. Spartan, would you hold Den short overnight? Nope, I would not. Massive volume today. Big downtrend break. It's closing near the highs. You may get a push gap up on it. It's kind of a 50-50 shot. Sure, it got rejected at the range to the upside, but there's still a lot of bullish looking things on the stock. I'm holding MU, Angel. I'm still in it. I'm not selling it. I think it's, you know, would I buy it up here, Angel? Absolutely not. The reason why I wouldn't buy it is because you got resistance at 38.30. Wait for a pullback if you want to buy it, but I'm in it from down here, so I got room. I took some off into the 38 spot anyways. SPY put swing overnight. I don't have volume on. Please type. Fridays. Finally get your CGNX. Oh, there you go, Z2. Yes, I'm holding Netflix, Nanny, but my average on Netflix is 290.29. I picked it up this morning at 3 a.m. Here are my buys. Yeah, I use them, JP, Interactive Brokers, for options. They're great for options. They got great strategy building, etc., and like probability building as well. I think they're awesome. EXS, there you guys go. Bingo, 245, break to the upside. Yeah, the bad thing about IB JP is the charting is trash. It is the worst charts I've ever seen. Well, you know what? They don't look that bad, but they're not very easy to use. They have the best options and option side, in my opinion. DAS is kind of like the ugliest charts, but they never go down. Like IB, like I can't even get it to zoom in, and it's absolutely the most frustrating. I can't believe how bad the charting is. It's like ridiculously bad to use. You're having issues with screen lag, orders not executing on time. The fastest executions are on DOS. DAS, DOS. Like I use Centerpoint, and there's nothing faster. It's actually ridiculous. Like when you start using it and you're using something else, you'll see. It's shockingly fast. I don't know, Ed. You can probably inquire. I clear through Vision, so I think that's where mostly everything's going through. Hey guys, I'm selling some PXS here. There you go, Gennardo. You wanted a small one? Nice little 40-cent push. We'll see if this thing gaps up and goes. One of these days, it should go. I like the volume coming in. That's great. Guys, make sure you take a piece off, okay? Take like 1/3. You know how these low floats trade, and the shippers too. Sometimes they'll give it all back, but sometimes they'll rip, so it's worth a shot. The volume's good. Den, I wouldn't swing. Z2. CGNX, you're probably okay. But Den, I would not swing. And there you go. No, there's nothing today, newbie, that I like. I think tomorrow's kind of the big day for earnings. Nothing really tonight that I'm looking to play.
This Fidelity went down again, like 12 minutes before the close. Can you imagine?
Yeah, Dennis fit, but look how low it is. It's gonna have no range. Like maybe what, like 50 cents, 60 cents? Meh. PYX earnings tomorrow. Can I show you the levels? Yep, sure. Wow. PYX. Holy shit. I mean, this could have some room. You got like 28 to 30 to the upside if they're good, you know, blowout numbers. And if they're bad, probably 1991 to 1820 to the downside. Yeah, Jesse kind of held up, or was held down, I should say. Didn't really move much. Other than that, guys, questions, you hit me up on a DM. If you want to talk, we'll schedule a time. Other than that, have a good day. Talk to you guys soon. See everyone tomorrow. Always available on Discord. So, you know, if you need me, I'm there. Gonna get something to eat. And yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good one. Thanks, mods.